Hey guys, welcome back to Trendy Gadget. Today we'll talk about why Nvidia and AMD graphics card prices are getting worse again. Let's head into it. Gamers used to fear they'd get sniped at long range and lose a match, but now they live in fear of a GPU failure. A combination of factors has pushed video card prices into the stratosphere, and there's no sign they'll come back down to earth anytime soon.
There's nothing here but pain and bad news. The days of budget killer $200 or even $300 GPUs are long gone.
In fact, data collected by 3D Center points to prices increasing in the last month. The GPU shortage picked up steam in early 2020 as the COVID-19 pandemic sent millions into lockdowns. That encouraged cooped-up gamers to consider overdue upgrades, which tightened supply. And then there was the rapid increase in cryptocurrency values throughout 2020 and 2021. And since GPUs are used to mine many cryptocurrencies, gaming hardware often ended up in mining rigs, where their video outputs would go unused. On top of all of that, the ongoing semiconductor shortage had already constrained supply, so powerful video cards quickly became rare and expensive.
If you're only trying to run Minecraft and CSGO, then it'll be fine, but that's really kind of the limit.
At the height of the pandemic, it was not uncommon to see the latest RTX 30 series cards going for thousands of dollars on eBay and Amazon. Thankfully, prices have lowered a bit, but any illusions about prices returning to normal in the short term are now being dispelled. Based on the data from 3D Center, Nvidia cards are now 72% over MSRP. Meanwhile, AMD cards are in an even worse state at 83% over MSRP. Most importantly, the trends are moving in the wrong direction. Last month, the same dataset showed Nvidia and AMD card prices were pumped up by 70% and 74% respectively. This is probably due to a rise in crypto prices. It's important to note that this data comes from Europe, but other regions are tracking close to these values. If anything, GPUs in North America are a bit more expensive. The price gap also varies by card, while high-end GPUs like the RTX 3080 are still obscenely expensive. Mid-range offerings like the 3060 can seem almost sane, and yet you shouldn't spend almost $1,000 on a GPU that would normally be priced at $400 to $500 unless you really have no other options. If there's a silver lining, is that there are more cards available these days. In 2020, it was rare to even find a card in stock anywhere, even if it was priced horribly. These days, prices are still high, and they might climb higher still for the holiday season, but at least you can buy one if you really need to. That said, you should probably hope that your current GPU can limp along for another few years.
For the very first time, we can see a realistic window where the GPU crisis is coming to an end.
What it looks like right now. The prices of current graphics cards don't look like reaching MSRP anytime soon. While RTX 30 series cards are no longer at 3 times MSRP as they were in mid-May, they have started rising again after failing to 1.6 times by July. Apparently, improved availability brought prices down, which also saw Radeon RX 6000 series cards drop from over 2 times to 1.5 times MSRP. 3D Center's latest data paints a bleak picture in both fronts though, with prices increasing again and availability dropping off. Currently, RTX 30 series cards and their prices have risen to 1.7 times MSRP, the highest they have since June. Similarly, RX 6000 cards are now at the 1.74 times on average, with a margin between MSRP and current prices remaining above RTX 30 series cards for a second month. The website adds that the Radeon RX 6800 XT is the most inflated graphics card. AMD claims that the card should sell for $649 in Eurozone, but retailers are trudging upwards of $1,299, a 2 times markup. In other words, neither AMD nor Nvidia expects prices to drop soon, as we have reported previously. Instead, they assert that the availability could remain tight until late 2022, which may well be the RTX 30 and RX 6000 series full product cycle. The second-hand market doesn't look much better either. Searching on marketplaces like eBay returns vastly inflated prices for RTX 30 and RX 6000 series cards, such as the 3070 and 6800 XT. Both cards are selling well over $1,000. For example, as older cards like the RX 5700 XT, after cooling down for a few weeks, GPU prices are surging once again, much to the annoyance of gamers. The recent breakout in Ethereum prices has led to an increase in GPU prices by nearly 20%. A report by MyDrivers, a Chinese news portal that tracks tech-related supply chain news, has revealed that Nvidia GPU prices are up by 18% in China. The report states that the supply of Nvidia graphics cards will be very tight in September, with total units expected to be down 50%. While GPU prices bottomed out around July, the new spike could be a result of a major breakout in Ethereum prices. Ethereum was trading around $2,000 in July, leading to a decline in GPU prices across the board as cryptocurrency mining became less profitable. At $2,000 levels, Ethereum's price had fallen by half of its previous highs of over $4,000. Unsurprisingly, with Ethereum back in the $4,000 range, GPU prices have picked up steam too. And it's not just Nvidia cards that have seen an increase in prices. The AMD cards have witnessed a noticeable increase too. This is at a time when the supply is still keeping up with the demand. According to a 3D Center report, supply is taking a minor hit despite the surge in demand. If and when the supply gets more constrained, we could see a much more rapid increase in GPU prices.
I'm using this colorful RTX 3080 for all the gameplay, which can boost above 2 GHz.
How are GPU prices linked to cryptocurrency prices? Cryptocurrency mining requires a GPU or a dedicated application-specific integrated circuit to solve complex mathematical problems. Cryptocurrency mining can be an expensive proposition given the hardware it requires and the power that is consumed in the process. If cryptocurrency prices increase, crypto mining becomes more profitable, thereby resulting in an increase in demand for GPUs. With Ethereum prices nearly doubling over the last 1 week, it's no surprise that GPU prices are increasing once again. What do you think about the GPU shortage? Are you in need of a new GPU, or can you just outweigh the surging prices? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.